Hi everyone, my name is Kate and today I will tell you and show you how to crochet earmuffs with Hello Kitty and KUROMI. Now such earmuffs are very popular, especially with heads of different characters, as strange as it may sound, and I decided to make the similar idea with Hello Kitty and KUROMI characters. By the way, I wanted to tell you, for those who aren't subscribed to my Instagram, that I will launch my first crochet online course, Winter Wonder Crochets, where I show you how to crochet 5 versatile Christmas gifts for everyone. This course includes 5 step-by-step video tutorials, beginner friendly, how to crochet a beanie hat. I will show you how to crochet elongated version because it suits any type of face. A scarf with a beautiful pattern. I added ruffles to it, but you can also crochet without them to make the scarf more discreet. Mittens. Usually they are difficult to crochet because you need to separately crochet a wedge for a finger to make them comfortable, but I will show you how easy they can be crocheted in fact, and they will be also very comfortable. Baskets. Gift that can be useful for everyone, even for you. In them I store various small things such as makeup, jewelry, makeup brushes. In them you can put fruit and whatever you want. I will show you 2 different patterns, relief one and tapestry one. And a sweater you see on me. Such sweaters are usually knitted with needles and I haven't seen them crocheted. I found a way to crochet a sweater so that the threads don't tangle when you change colors and to keep the pattern straight. I'm in love with this sweater, I'm wearing it every day and I think it's my greatest crochet work ever. Also, this course includes 5 writing patterns to all items: baskets, beanies, scarves, sweater, mittens, and 3 bonus PDF files, how to choose a yarn, color combinations, and different patterns for the sweater, so you can crochet your own sweater with your own pattern. You can purchase my online course by the link in the description under the video, and be sure to get it all done before Christmas. And let's start to crochet our earmuffs. To crochet Hello Kitty earmuff, we will need white yarn, red yarn, black yarn, and yellow yarn. I have different sizes because I crocheted from leftover yarn, but for the head I use lightweight yarn. Hook 5 mm, scissors, needle, and toy filler. To crochet KUROMI we'll need almost the same: white yarn, black yarn, and pink yarn. My pink yarn is fine, so with it I will use 3.5 mm hook. And of course scissors, needle, and toy filler. We're gonna start with head. It's crochet the same for Hello Kitty and KUROMI. Make a chain of 7. It's starter loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Insert the hook into the second loop. The one on the hook doesn't count. And make a single crochet. Grab the yarn, pull it out, and crochet 2 loops on the hook. Insert the hook into the next loop and make a single crochet again. Crochet single crochets until the end of the chain. In the last loop, make 2 more single crochets, so at all we have 3 single crochets in the last loop. Insert the hook into the next loop right here and make a single crochet again. Then find next loop and crochet until the end of the row. In the last loop, make 2 single crochets in the same place, 1, and in the same place 2. so that's what we should have. Join the row with a slip stitch. Insert the hook by 2 strands of the first stitch. Grab the yarn, pull it out, and crochet first loop into the second one. It's a slip stitch. Chain 1. Insert the hook right under the first chain and make a single crochet. It's a first stitch. Crochet next 5 single crochets as usual. Next, make an increase 2 single crochets in one stitch. 1 and in the same place 2. Then crochet 6 single crochets as usual. And then make an increase 2 single crochets in one place. 1 and in the same place 2. Join the row with a slip stitch, insert the hook into the first stitch by 2 strands and make a slip stitch. Chain 1. Insert the hook right under the first chain and make a single crochet. It's the first stitch of the row. And crochet next 5 single crochets is without counting the first stitch. Then make an increase 2 single crochets in one place. Next stitch, make an increase again. And next stitch, make an increase again. Then crochet next 6 single crochets as usual. In the last stitch, make 6 single crochets in one place, either the first, second, then in the same place third, fourth, in the same place fifth, and in the same place sixth. Join the row with a slip stitch. Chain 1 and crochet 7 single crochets, counting with the first stitch. In the next stitch, make an increase 2 single crochets in one place. Then crochet next single crochet, and in the next stitch make an increase again. Next stitch, just 1 single crochet, and next stitch, make an increase again. Then crochet next 7 single crochets as usual. In the next stitch, make an increase 2 single crochets in one place. Next, just 1 single crochet. Next stitch, make an increase again. Next stitch, just single crochet, and an increase again in the last stitch. Join the row with a slip stitch. Chain 1 and crochet next 7 single crochets as usual. Then make an increase 2 single crochets in one stitch. Then crochet next 2 single crochets as usual. Again make an increase. Crochet next 2 single crochets. And make an increase again. Then crochet next 8 single crochets as usual. On the other side we have the same pattern. Make an increase, Then crochet next 2 single crochets as usual. Again make an increase, 2 single crochets, make an increase, and end the row with 1 single crochet. Join the row with a slip stitch. And chain 1. The next row crochet without any changes, just single crochets without increases. At the end, join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. Then crochet next 10 single crochets, counting with the first stitch. Then make an increase, 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. Then crochet next 2 single crochets, make an increase again, and crochet next 14 single crochets. Then make an increase, crochet 2 single crochets, again make an increase, crochet next 4 single crochets. Join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. Row 8, crochet without any changes, without any increases, just single crochets. Then join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. From row 9 till 11, crochet without any increases, just single crochets. I made 11 rows, and from 12 we're gonna start make decreases. So crochet next 12 single crochets. And after that make a decrease. Insert the hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it out, leave 2 loops on the hook, insert the hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull it out, and crochet 3 loops on the hook together. It's a decrease. Then crochet 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch make a decrease again. Crochet 3 loops on the hook. Then again crochet 1 single crochet, and make decrease again. Then crochet next 12 single crochets. Again make a decrease. Then crochet 1 single crochet, decrease again, 1 single crochet, and end the row with decrease. Join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. 13th row, crochet without any changes, without any decreases, just single crochets. Join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. Start this row with decrease. And then crochet next 9 single crochets. Make decrease again, then crochet 1 single crochet, decrease again, 1 single crochet, decrease again, and crochet next 9 single crochets as usual. Make decrease, 1 single crochet, decrease again, and end the row with 1 single crochet. Join with a slip stitch and chain 1. Next row, start with 1 single crochet, then make a decrease, and then crochet 6 single crochets. Make decrease again, then 1 single crochet, then decrease again, one single crochet, decrease again, and crochet next 6 single crochets. Make decrease, one single crochet, decrease again, and join the row with a slip stitch. Chain 1. Start a row with 2 single crochets, then make a decrease, then crochet next 2 single crochets, make decrease again, then crochet 1 single crochet, decrease again, crochet next 2 single crochets, then decrease, then crochet next 2 single crochets, again decrease, then 1 single crochet, decrease, and join the row with a slip stitch. Chain 1. And the last row, make decreases whole row. Join the row with a slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn and pull out the loop. So this is what we have. From one side we have the seam, and now we need to fill it with toy filler. I don't stuff it too tightly. By the way, if you don't have toy filler, you can use yarn that you don't need. Then with a needle I sew up the edge and hide the tip through the stitches. Then thread it all the way through the work and cut the yarn. This is what the head looks like. It's crocheted the same way for both Hello Kitty and KUROMI. Now we're gonna crochet the ears. Make a magic loop. Grab the yarn, pull it out, hold the loop and take the ring comfortably in your hand. Crochet 1 loop on the hook and then crochet 8 single crochets in the ring. Now tighten the loop and join the row with a slip stitch into the first stitch. Chain 1 and crochet the same 8 stitches in a circle. Join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. Crochet the same 8 single crochets in this row. Join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. Crochet 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, make an increase, 2 single crochets in one stitch. In the next stitch, make 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, make an increase. Again 1 single crochet. Again increase. 1 single crochet, increase, and join the row with a slip stitch, chain 1, and you can cut the yarn. Take a needle and hide the top end through the stitches. Crochet the second one, and we're gonna sew them. But let's make a bow at first. Take red yarn and make a chain of 5. In the second loop, make single crochet and then crochet 3 more single crochets. In the last loop, make 2 more single crochets, so at all we have 3 single crochets in the last loop. Then crochet 3 single crochets in the next loops. On the side we have this loop. It's our last loop, and crochet in it 3 more single crochets in one loop. Then join the row with a slip stitch, and then crochet 2 more slip stitches in the next loops. It's first and the second. Chain 1, leave a longer tip and cut the yarn. Hide short tip and cut the yarn. Wrap the thread around several times. And with a needle make few knots. Find the side where we finished the head and sew the ears to it. Hide the end through the stitches and cut the yarn. I sewed the second ear the same way, and now let's sew the bow. Choose the side where there is no seam. Insert the needle only through the front stitches so that the red thread isn't visible on the other side. Hide the end through the stitches and cut the yarn. And this is what we should get. Let's sew the eyes and nose. I count 5 rows, and above it I insert the needle with yellow yarn and thread the needle to the other side of the head. With other end, I count 2 stitches, and into the third I insert the needle and put the needle into the same place on the other side. Make a few tight knots and cut the yarn. And with needle fix the nose. The eyes and mustache do the same way. Now we need to crochet the second head in the same way, and if you want you can attach a carabine and it will be a cute keychain. Let's make the band. Leave a longer tip and chain of 6. Insert the hook into the second loop and make a single crochet and crochet like this until the end of the row. Chain 1, turn your work and insert the hook into the second loop but through the back loop, and crochet single crochet until the end of the row through the back loop. Chain 1 and turn your work. Insert the hook into the second loop through the back loop, but also grab the back loop from the previous row and make a single crochet. With next loop, crochet the same way. Chain 1, turn your work and do the same. Insert the hook through the back loop of the second loop and also grab the back loop from the previous row and make a single crochet. So we need to continue crocheting in the same way until we reach the desired length of the band. Don't crochet the band too long because it will stretch. I crocheted 27 centimeters. At the end I made chain 1 and left a longer tip. And now with the needle sew the band to the heads. Hide the end through the stitches and cut the yarn. This is what we should have, and let's make ties. Leave a longer tip and make a chain of 2. Yarn over, insert the hook into the second loop. Grab the yarn and crochet only 1 loop on the hook, and then crochet 3 loops on the hook together. Yarn over, insert the hook into that loop that we crocheted at the first time. Grab the yarn, again crochet only 1 loop on the hook, and then crochet 3 loops on the hook together. Crochet like this until we reach the desired length of the tie. At the end, chain 1, cut the yarn, and pull out the loop. The length of my ties is 29 centimeters. And with the needle, sew the ties to the head, and from the other side, also hide the end through the stitches and cut the yarn. Earmuffs Hello Kitty is done, and let's go to the KUROMI. KUROMI's head is crocheted the same way as Hello Kitty's, and the beginning of the head is the same as the 7 rows of the head. So take black yarn and crochet head like we started crochet the head, 7 rows. I crocheted 7 rows and joined the row. Now chain 2, yarn over, and make 6 unfinished double crochet with 1 vertex. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next loop and crochet only 2 loops on the hook and 2 loops left on the hook. Yarn over again, insert the hook into the next loop, grab the yarn and crochet again only 2 loops on the hook. We have 3 loops left on the hook. Yarn over again, insert the hook into the next loop and do the same. Continue crocheting like this, so at all we need to have 8 loops on the hook. I have 8 loops on the hook, grab the yarn and crochet all 8 loops together like this. Chain 1 and you can cut the yarn, pull out the loop. This is what we should get, and with needle hide all the ends through the stitches. Insert the hook into the next loop after the wedge, grab the yarn, pull it out and crochet 1 loop on the hook. Insert the hook into the same place and make a single crochet. And then crochet single crochets until the end of the row. And we need to finish the row before the wedge. Chain 1 and turn your work. Insert the hook into the second loop and make a decrease. Then make decrease again. Then crochet as usual next 27 single crochets. At the end we should have left 4 stitches, and now make decrease and then make decrease again. Chain 1 and turn your work. Again, make a decrease. Then crochet as usual next 27 single crochets. we should have left 2 stitches and make a decrease. Chain 1 and turn your work. Again, start this row with decrease and then crochet next 25 single crochets. We should have left 2 stitches and make a decrease. Chain 1 and turn your work. Start this row with decrease and then crochet next 8 single crochets. Then make a decrease, crochet next 2 single crochets, decrease again, crochet next 2 single crochets, and make decrease again. Crochet next 5 single crochets as usual, and at the end make decrease again. Chain 1 and turn your work. This row crocheted without any changes, just single crochets. At the end, chain 1, leave a longer tip and cut the yarn. Pull out the loop. And now with the needle sew the head to the head. Hide the end through the stitches and cut the yarn. This is what we should have, and now let's make ears. Make a magic loop like this, insert the hook into the loop, grab the yarn, pull it out, hold this loop with your finger and take the loop more comfortably. Crochet this loop on the hook and now crochet 6 single crochet into the loop. Tighten the loop and join the row with a slip stitch by 2 strands into the first stitch. Chain 1, insert the hook into the first stitch and make a decrease. Then crochet 1 single crochet and into the next loop make a decrease again. Then 1 single crochet and join the row with slip stitch and chain 1. Then into the first stitch make an increase, 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. Then 1 single crochet and then increase again. One single crochet and join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. Insert the hook into the first stitch and make 1 single crochet. Into the next make an increase. Then crochet 1 single crochet, again make an increase, and then crochet next 2 single crochets. Join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. Crochet next 2 single crochets, then make an increase, again crochet next 2 single crochets and make an increase again. Again next 2 single crochets and increase again. Join the row with a slip stitch and chain 1. And the last row, crochet without any changes. Join the row with a slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn and pull out the loop. Thread the upper end under the ball and rub this thread around the ball. Make a few knots and hide the end through the stitches. And sew the ear to the head. This is what we should have, and from the other side make the same way. Now we're gonna crochet the skull. I take a smaller hook because my pink yarn is too thin, and I'm gonna crochet with 2 threads. Chain 2, insert the hook into the second loop and make 2 single crochets in 1 loop. Chain 1, turn your work, and into the second loop make 2 single crochets, and into the next last loop make 2 single crochets again. Chain 1, turn your work, in the second loop make 2 single crochets, then crochet as usual next 2 single crochets, and into the last loop make again 2 single crochets. Chain 1, turn your work and crochet without any changes. Then at the end chain 1, cut the yarn and pull out the loop. Using a needle, hide one end and sew the skull to the head. Take black yarn and mark the teeth and eyes on the skull. And then embroider the eyes and mouth with black yarn. On the other side, make 2 knots and cut the yarn. With pink yarn, make a nose. And this is what we have. You can also make yourself a cute keychain. The band and ties are crocheted in the same way as for Hello Kitty, but I sew the tie to the head. And this is what we have, our result, cute earmuffs for cute winter. I thank you for watching this video, I'm sure you did it well. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to add them in the comments, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to my Instagram, like this video and share this video with your friend who may like such earmuffs. See you in the next video, bye kitties!